Howdy, I'm Matt, and in this video I have the Maiden of the Reptile Harrier S1100. Now before we jump across to the flight line, I did feel that it's important for me to be able to share a couple of key bits of feedback with you before we get to the flight line, so it kind of makes sense what's going on. Now there's one really big thing which I picked up and took away from the Maiden flights and the rest of the flights today. We did have some fun, we'll get to that in a moment. The biggest thing which I picked up is that the amount of up elevon in both of these surfaces was extreme. On the Maiden flight, where I flew it on I think it's 280 millimeters from the nose CG mark, which they said in the pamphlet, is I had about a centimetre of up trim in both surfaces. Okay. Then on the second flight, I went 1.5 or 15 millimeters behind, came back down the model on the CG point, and that did get rid of some of the required reflex in there, but it was still quite a lot of up elevator which I had to put in this model, and that's why you'll see some different camera shots, because I moved the cameras, but I could only push the battery back so far, you know, and I had to move the cameras back, trying to counteract to play with the CG. So as far as I took the CG is that for me, I found that 15 millimeters behind their suggested CG was a good spot, and I didn't have any issues at all. Potentially you could go back a little bit further, but do experiment very carefully with that, because remember, if you end up with a tail heavy wing, it's likely to tip stall on you and go into the ground in not a good way. Now, that's like the most important thing. Now, I did have this set up. Now, I did make a mistake in the build overview video. I am actually using Sunny Sky, and I'm reading this off the motor, X2212-9 1400 kV motors with 8x6 propellers, which I can tell you are slightly over prop motors. That said, I absolutely caned it around all day today and gave it a damn good ragging. I mean a really good ragging as well. And it was not an issue. The motors didn't come down warm. The ESCs, well, I couldn't touch them, so they weren't on fire. And the battery was quite warm when I landed it, but then I did really give all the components quite a good hot supper. Now, this wing is moulded, again, the last point which I'll get to, and then we get to the Maiden, is this wing is made out of moulded EPP. As such, we knew it's tough. Those of you which saw the unboxing, you saw me smashing the wing on the radiator, which was that wing, and I have been and given the cracked this wing. I hope you can see it there. There's a great big crack, and it's up underneath. Now, the reason why there's a crack is that you will find out in the FPV flights what happened to this, and it was a complete fluke what happened, and it won't, I guarantee you, it won't happen during normal flight. So look out for the next video on the Reptile Harrier, because there's another part to its story today, and we had a lot of fun. Oh, one last point before we go. I've had so many questions about contra rotating props. There was the model did veer off when I first launched it, which you'll see in a moment, but do keep in the back of your mind, it was heavily out of trim. And for the majority of the flight, I was still having to hold back into it. Once I got the trim sorted out, I noticed zero issues with torque roll. And these were overpropped, overpowered motors, and I had no issues at all with torque roll. So personally, I don't suggest, I see absolutely no reason for you to worry about contra rotating props and having one going one way and one going the other, because I've had here two both go in the same direction, and no issue at all today on the flight line. I have had an issue with another pilot, but that's a topic for a different day. You'll see that in the next video. Right. We need to jump across the flight line. Thumbs up for me. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I tell you what, I'm working on, I wasn't going to include this, but I'm going to share this bit with you because I feel it's like a little bit important. I'm here and I need to get the full-size Sky Hunter build finished. And the thing is that in here I've got an Eagle Tree Vector, and if I'm brutally honest with you, I'd really like to put the Vector in this one, but I can't put it in this one, because I'm not made of money, and I want the Vector in the Sky Hunter, but I'd really like it in this one because I think it would be a brilliant home inside the Harrier, because it did fly really, really well. Oh, and I'm going to leave it there. If you have any questions about the Reptile Harrier, please just ask them in the comments section underneath this video. Remember, I did buy this wing out of my own money from my own abuses, and I'm biased now. I've flown it. I like it. And I think it's, even with its broken wing, which you'll find out why it's broken later, I do kind of like it. And I think it would be great with a flight stabilizer board in there, and then like a full-blown OSD. It would be a great aircraft. So because, and again, the reason why I'm saying this is because I like the twin motors on the back. I've smashed it in and around trees today, and you can put a 5200 4S pack in the nose, and she did take it even with quite a bit of trim on the back end. Anyway, let's get across to the flight line, excuse me, and I'm off. For myself, Matt, I really do hope that you enjoy this episode. For myself, Matt, cheerios! Right, so right, there, up, down, right, left, down.
No race, middle race.
So they're going the right way, so you can't
blame that.
You can't blame that. So it's going to be pilot error if it goes in.
Yeah, so I'm not going to be launching it off the bit on the bottom, because those two props,
they sound meaty.
they are.
So you're going to take it from launch it from the wing, are you?
Yeah.
That's how that sellotape holds then.
It'll be fine. Right, into wind.
Okay.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Half throttle. Oh, up trim needed. Loads and loads of up trim needed. More up trim. Sounds fantastic.
It sounds beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah, just trimming it out a second. She needs up trim.
Trim maximum.
Yeah, she's still diving, so I'm gonna have to do either sub trim or mechanical. Anyway, she's in the sky. Apologies for flying her so far away, but it was just, I needed to get it trimmed because it was so far out. There we go. Big fat kitten.
That's all right, mate.
Yeah, I'm here holding up in her as well.
Keep speed on.
Yeah. I'm holding a lot of up in there. Right, so
High rates.
we move to high rates now. Whoa, that's really agile.
Yeah.
That was really, really agile. So I'm going to bring her across. Slow her down. No obvious waggle there, is there?
Yeah, so that thicker wing section makes it more stable, isn't it? Or slower anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. Bring it round the back of the tree of doom. So that's into wind now. That does fly quite slowly and super quiet as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a lot of up I'm having to put in that. I wonder if we got a CG issue.
Well, we've got plenty of power.
Whoa!
Look at that!
Look at that! Whee! I don't have the brake on the ESCs.
No brake on there. It flies nice though, doesn't it?
That was, how much power was that?
Yeah.
Nice roll both directions. Right, just gone back down to middle rates, so I'll bring her in for a fast pass.
Right.
So quiet for the speed. And that was medium rates then. That's high rates.
Middle rates.
So quiet for the speed. And it's pusher motors as well. Look at that. That flies really well.
It does fly well.
Mind the triodoon, Matt, mind the triodoon. Right, so I'm going to try and do a loop of her as well. Nothing untowards yet.
High rates.
Bit disorientated then.
There's so much power there.
Yeah, what do you expect with those two?
Yeah, I know.
They're 1400 kV.
Yeah.
What was it, Vortex was going to stick 2600 kV racing quad motors on the back of it.
Yeah.
That's going to haul ass. I like it.
Yeah, it is nice actually.
It's nimble. That you would smash this in and around the trees, not a problem at all. Does dive in the turns. Well,
That could indicate it's nose heavy.
yeah, I've lost. That's twice I've lost orientation now.
It's because of the crappy sunlight, isn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely not helping.
You ain't got much colour scheme on there either, have you?
No, I threw the stickers away. Twin motors just sound so
Yes, that is good.
fantastic.
You should be able to fly quite a long time with that battery in there too.
Yeah, well, not that kind of style of flight.
No, but it's a big battery, isn't it?
Let's glide now. Right, should we bring into land?
Yep, my arm's aching.
Right, medium rate. Round the back of the tree. Right, so I've got a little bit of power on. Yeah, that's being really well behaved. Come on, Matt. Oh shit, that's going to be at our feet. Whoa! Inverted landing! You tried doing that on purpose!
You've done that on purpose, didn't you? You didn't want to get the bottom dirty, did you?
No! That flew great!
That flew, I was quite impressed with that actually.
Right, motors lukewarm. ESCs,
You're not going to get tomorrow.
they're not on fire.
Yeah.
And the battery, I've got no idea on current draw. The battery is warm, but it's no warmer than what a mini track would have been. But
It flew nice actually.
can you see how much up trim I've got put in that?
You got.
Look, look how much up trim.
Too much, isn't it?
That's way too much.
It's got to be a CG issue then, isn't it? So
What, is that a CG?
you could move it back, couldn't you? That battery.
Yeah, I've stuffed a thingy down.
Yeah. So you take that out, push it back a bit.
Yeah, but look, no, that's like up a centimetre.
Yeah.
Can you see back there?
That's
That one there?
It looks too much.
That's way too much.
Yeah.
So
I'd move the battery back first.
yeah, let's just quickly check the battery.
Yeah.
Make sure we haven't completely discharged it.
Yeah.
It's not the R word which I was going to use. And yeah, that's too much reflex.
Yeah. But it flew nice.
Yeah, it flew great.
Well, it's better to have it nose heavy on a Maiden anyway.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that one. You're absolutely right.
So, all good.
Yeah, give us a sec. Let's sort this out. I'll switch the foam round. Oh, we were going to check the battery, weren't we? How's your arm holding up there?
Yeah, we're alright for a while.
72%. So obviously I didn't cane it that much, did I?
Nah, you can fly for half hour, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah, easy. Put the battery back. I want to clean up that camera, Mo. It's a bit mucky.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought you're not FPV in it, but that's your HD camera.
Yeah, I was out for a landing, mind.
Yeah.
It came down and went, whoa, okay, I want to go straight back
Yeah,
up.
so I thought those things on top were fins, but obviously that's to land on, isn't it?
Stop it getting muddy, yeah?
Stop it getting muddy, that's what it is. Yeah, I thought they're fins, but
Yeah,
obviously...
just use the camera and the fins to... What is it on the bottom of the hydrofoils?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So put little T-bits on top
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
skid it through the mud.
yeah. You didn't laminate this one though?
No, I didn't think it needed it.
No,
I
you
just
don't-
put
no, you don't need
sellotape
it.
on the leading edge and that's all I
No,
did.
yeah, so I was thinking it'll keep it clean, that was all.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
So I've pushed that back a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've pushed the 50-100 right to the back. I'm a bit loath to move the HD camera because of the view.
Yeah.
On here with the... Oh, what's going on? What have I done here?
So it's not sitting right, is it?
No, it's in there, it ain't coming out.
Okay.
I think I will move the camera back a touch. Oh, I wonder, I tell you what, should I stick the camera pointing backwards? That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Help the CG.
So that is about 15 mils behind their suggested
Is
CG.
it?
Yeah. So, I don't even the transmitter. Just wander off, it'll be fine. So I'm gonna get some of that trim out of it.
Not too much, mate.
Yeah, let's give that a go.
Yeah.
You right for round 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I did to that lid bit. We'll worry about that later. Right.
Yeah, don't bloody lose it. You lose your camera as well.
Engines
Yeah.
armed.
And it sounded fun. All twin.
Yeah.
motors sound-
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It does sound
But
really
it
good.
wasn't noisy.
No.
It was full knacker across
It's not a
there.
screamy noise anyway, is it?
No. Still diving. I wonder if it might be a frost angle issue.
Well, the way to test it, innit, is level it out, give it full throttle and see what happens. See
no,
what-
no, it's definitely CG. It's quite a dive for the ground. That's flying better now. I've not gone down to full
Yeah.
trim.
You're still gonna, yeah, still quite a lot of reflex on it, I expect, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
But there, if it's flying all right, is it a big problem?
Exactly. It is obviously not as efficient as perhaps what it
Yeah.
could be. Yeah. And I know I'm only just doing circular laps. Oh, I got the camera facing backwards, haven't I? So I've
Yeah.
got to do some stuff.
Do some stuff.
Yeah, rolls are lovely in it.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
That camera stays put.
Yeah.
It's not a screamy noise like
Not a screamy noise, no. Not a high KV, is it?
No. Right, let's bring it into land.
Metal rates.
So, I'm going to do the same thing as last time. Probably
Oh, land on upside down.
not, hopefully not inverted. Right. Lovely glide on it, and don't forget it's been.
Yeah, you ain't got the brakes on either.
Engine off.
And that was with the those ESCs don't have the brakes on.
Yeah,
so
so I
that
mean.
was slowing it down. So the glide.
It'll
on
glide better
really
once
good.
we
Miles
switch
better.
them off.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Dave by the looks of it.
Wait, I can't see him. Can you see him?
Well, can we see Dave? Do we need to zoom in?
Hey, can you see Dave?
How do we zoom in?
Oh,
Oh, I forgot the wrong way.
there you go. I always do it the wrong way.
Where's Dave? Actually, I can't bloody see him in the camera. There he is. He's about a mile away and we still see him.
Cool. Right, should we wrap up on this one?
Right, can I give you this? My arms are aching.
Thank you for that.
All right.
Appreciate that, Craig.
Okay.
Right, there is still tons, or more than what I would expect for up trim. So my biggest tip post this Maiden for mine anyway is you need plenty of up trim in there. Now, as far as CG goes, is that let me turn that one off a second. Whoa! Whatever the recommended CG was, you'll see there's a pin just there and there. I'm 15 millimeters behind that at least. Now, those of you which have gone with the same or very similar setup, what I've done on mine, I'll stick this one down on the ground, pull the nose up, pull that out, is, that battery's obviously moved to the front, but I had pushed that 5200 4S pack all the way to the back. But all in all, that flew alright. Turn the brake on, those ESCs, it'd do much better, wouldn't it, Craig? Yeah, it was gliding good. Yeah, and that landing was peachy because the motors were causing drag and it was slowing it down beautifully, but even then it still had a lovely glide on it. So, all in all, flew alright. CG's wrong. For my model anyway, and I've gone back 15 mils. So if it was 200, if it says 280 on the bit of paperwork which comes with it, I'm at 295, and it definitely does need a little bit further exploring. And it flew fine. It flew great. It was quiet. That's a big plus point. It probably wasn't very well. It was quite efficient because what was it, 72%, and I caned its nuts off in the sky, didn't I? And we've just taken it up for another quick jolly, and there's loads of life left in that battery. So I'm going to go in FPV it in a minute, so look out for some separate footage on that. Didn't show any signs of waggle. Yeah, the one thing which I'm going to point at and say I don't particularly like is the amount of reflex which I've got in this model at the moment. And like I said, that just needs some exploring to see what happens with it. So if you have any questions about the Reptile Harrier S1100, please just ask in the comments section underneath this video. Remember, I bought this model out of my own money from my own abuses, and as you've just seen, I will abuse it. And a big hat tip to Craig as well. Thank you, Craig, for your camera skills. I appreciate that.
Well, I didn't think much of it was in the camera.
Yeah, and if you see Dave, let us know.
We see you at a mile away.
Right, we're off. For myself, Matt, thank you very much for watching. See you again shortly. Cheerios.